Alright you lot, I don't know about you, but I think it's about time we see if we can get this running. So what I need to do is I was going to try and get the servos going, but I think now we'll just see if we can get the engine running. If we can get the engine running, then I know that we're more than halfway there, because it's more expensive to replace an engine than it is to replace a couple of servos, isn't it? So if the engine runs, we're good to go. And then all I've got to do is get the servos, get the radio gear working, get the servos moving, and then we're good. And then I've just got to sort out, I still haven't done any research, so I've literally left it as it is, try and work out how these actually go, because I think if this is driving and you stop, they're just going to come out, and I don't know, they might not, I don't know, probably how there's meant to be, but anyway, so let's see if we can get this going. I've got a battery, I had to take a battery out of the car. With any luck, well, I know it's charged, I charged it up, so we've got a battery to power the starter box, or is it a starter box? Starter, whatchamacallit it, it's not really a box, is it? So let's get that up on the bench, and get that on the bench, get it hooked up to that, get some fuel in it, and see if we can get it to start. I've got the tumble dryer on in the background, so life doesn't stop just because I'm making a video. Unfortunately, I'm not like that. I just carry on as I would. So if you don't like the noise of the tumble dryer in the background, I'm sorry about that. That's just the way the cookie's going to crumble today. So there's that. Let's put these terminals on. Live. Well, actually, we should put a negative first. If we're going to do it properly, we put a negative first, because that way, for those of you that don't know, whenever you connect the battery up, you put a negative first, because then if anything goes wrong when you hook up the live one, if anything goes wrong, the negative's already connected and it should be all right. That's a rule that you should. You know what? Some people say always put the live on first and then put the negative on after, second. I've heard people say both ways. It's whatever. I don't care. Personally, I just put whatever one comes in me and I put that on. If anything's going to blow up, it's going to blow up. It doesn't matter. It just blows up. But anyway, that's enough chat about that. So that's on there. Now, is this going to work? It's free. There we go. It works. It's on then. Yep, I reckon that's going to be fine. Cool. It's got some power on it and all. Does it turn it over? We're alive and we're kicking. Right. Now, you're all just going to skip ahead if I say, comment, but do it anyway. Comment whether you think this is going to run, or whether you think this is going to be a bit of a pain to get going. I think my predictions are it's going to be a bit temperamental to start with, but it will run. My only reason I say that is because it's got good compression and it seems to be complete. I may need to take it apart and clean the carb. It might be full of jelly, but usually I don't bother. Usually I just force it through and it burns it off. So we'll see what happens. Have I got a charged up ghost starter? One of these is bound to be charged. I've got some here, so I'll put that one there. Fuel. Got a little bit of fuel here. Only a little bit. Only want a little bit. I don't want too much. Don't want it to. Only want to put enough in for it to run. That should be enough. So I'm going to take the air filter off for now. I'll put it on after, but just while we're getting to run, I'll take the air filter off because I want to make sure I've got the throttle where I want the throttle. So that's closed now, and I can pull it and I can open it. So do you want me to zoom in a bit for you so you can see it? I can do that if you want me to. Is that a bit better for you? Was it a bit far away before? Sorry about that if it was. Right. Pardon me. Bit of a sneeze. Right. I suppose we should try and do a bit of a prime. Usually I'll take the pipe off and blow through it. I don't like the method of putting the fingers over the exhaust. I think that's stupid, but I like to just blow through it. That way you go straight through, no messing around. But I'm not going to do that this time because that pipe's a little bit brittle on the end. I'm going to have to replace this fuel piping because it just feels, it might be alright, but it just doesn't feel all that nice. So I am going to put my fingers over there. So, a bit of a prime. Cool. You see that? shot off the lid for the tank. Oh well. Right, there we go then. That's funny. Maybe this glow starter's flat. I'm not getting any smoke or anything come out, so it might mean this glow starter's flat. We might have two flat glow starters. Oh look, I've got another one sitting. I've only got that one, I've got this one here. Oh well, we'll try this one first. That's so funny that pulls that pushes. It's me in the head every time. Let's see if we've got any ignition on our glow start, on our glow plug. There's definitely fuel going in there. Well, that starter's flat. That starter's not quite as flat, but it's still flat. That one needs charging. That one's flat. That one ain't flat. Oh. No, that one ain't flat. Right, so we've got a bit of a funny connection on here. But no, this one's the one that's got power in it. So then, put this one in here. There's definitely fuel going in there because that plug is wet. So there's definitely fuel going in there. Well, what I need to do, maybe it might need a heat up. It might need a bit of a heat. You never know. So what I'm going to do, I ain't got a battery here for the heater. There's the engine heater. I ain't got a battery in the garage for it, so I'm going to go and get a battery. I'll be back in a minute. Righto, dudes, I've got another glow starter. This is my favourite one because it's just nice. So I'll put that there. I've got a battery for the engine heater. It's the only battery I've got for it because, well, I probably, you know, if I used it more often I'd probably have another battery, but I don't use it all that often. I wouldn't have thought it would have needed a heat in this weather. It's not cold, I know I'm only wearing this coat because it was raining outside. I haven't taken it off yet, and it's actually raining outside. And there you go, that's on now. And so I put my coat on so I could put my hood up because it was wet and I was outside. That's the only reason I put a coat on. It ain't cold, it's probably about 14 degrees. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it might be alright once it gets a bit of heat into it. Got smoke coming off of it now. You see that smoke coming off of it? I don't know if you can see that. But there's smoke. It's definitely warming. We'll get this going, yeah. Don't panic, my friends. Don't panic. Love it! My boot. I don't want to get all the nitro through up my bench. Think that not only does that look nuts, I know the suspension's collapsed at the back, but it sounds a tits as well, doesn't it, eh? And that tick over is solid, isn't it? Absolutely solid. Let's get the I know I'm not a big fan of this air filter. I think this was one of the ones that would have come on it when it was new, but it ain't a lot of good anymore. solid, absolutely solid. I'm happy with that. So there we go. That was a short, but you know, it was a video on getting that going. It didn't take a lot. It needs a lot of work left. The whole thing needs a lot of work. The next video will be getting the servos. I don't know if they're any good. You know, they move. They're not stiff. They're not stuck. But whether they're going to work, I don't know. Whether the radio gear's any good, I don't know. So luckily I've got a few spare receivers, AM receivers up there. I bought spare. So yep, and that's the next step. And then got to work out if those joints, if that's how they're supposed to be. It looks like they're you know, they've been used like that, so they do look a bit bodged up and out of focus as well. But I don't know yet. No one's yet come back to me on the video, and also I haven't done any research. But yeah, that's the next step. So thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. And just take care, won't you? Be happy, will you? Just enjoy life. See you later, everyone. Take care.